are back, and tonight we have Mr. Chaz Blevins with us. Talk about his fight coming up this Saturday night in Lexington against the Mountain Man Antonio Robinson. Chaz, how's it been going, man?
It's been going good. It's been going good since my last fight with y'all.
So, I guess you've been busy, right? You've been competing in boxing?
Yeah, my gym is we're a boxing gym, so me to get into the MMA, I've been doing a lot of searching and going to different gyms and getting my support from close friends and close relationships with coaches. So I've been busy and traveling a little bit.
You probably got some grapplers there at your gym. I know BJ used to train with Rob Nickerson, so BJ knows some jiu-jitsu. I saw a video of him with a nice takedown, so I believe he's got some wrestling in there too.
Oh yeah, he's a freak of nature.
He
But
really
I'm
is.
loving that he's my coach though. Like I can't find a better one around except for him.
Yeah, good people, man. I would love to see BJ make a little boxing comeback. He's still got it, and
For
in
sure.
fact, I would say he's probably better now than he was when he was competing.
Oh yeah, man. He still got it. He says he don't got it, but he still does. Like
He's got it.
when we all spar as a group, like we all look at BJ like that's like that's a boss battle of the week.
Yeah,
we all spar with the students, but like that's coach right there. And a lot of
He's
coaches
like-
don't keep sparring with the people. They just start coaching. But he's a coach and a fighter, so it's really interesting. I love it that it's that way.
yeah, having BJ in the gym, that's like if it was a video game, he's that unlockable character that you don't let your friends use.
Yeah. Because when I first went to the gym, all that mattered was if I get in a rotation with BJ and some other fighters that are like up to his level. That's all that matters. You know, fighting, getting into that circle with the best of the best in the gym.
Yeah. You're learning from some of the best, man, and yeah, if you're hitting up the other gyms around the city, I know there's some good ones to learn from. So yeah, I'm surprised you wanted to go into MMA. I knew you were you were boxing, and I think we briefly mentioned kickboxing in the past. But when you said MMA, I'm like, okay, let's go.
Yeah. I remember you posted that fight list of all the areas, and I seen Lexington, and I was like, hey, I want to fight in Lexington. And you said MMA or kickboxing, and I was like, well, I guess there's no boxing. So hell for it, MMA, go all the way. And I'm always down, man. I'm like, because when I was small, all me and my buddies, we was the rascals of the town. You know, we didn't like going to football games and all that stuff. You know, we liked that. That's what it was. But like, we were like, let's set up fights. Let's this school versus this school. Let's put these two together and let's put some gloves on them without no mouthpiece and let it go at it. So yeah,
kids out meeting behind the bleachers.
Yeah, exactly. Finding some sanctioned place that no one will know about, no videos at all.
Yeah.
So those are my guys. I love that. I love that. Grew up like that.
Yeah, that's wild, man. I guess contacting people from the other schools, like, hey, we're gonna have some gloves if y'all got somebody who wants to throw down.
Exactly, and my best friends. There's two schools in the town. This is down at Paris down here, and there's Paris High School, then there's Bourbon High School, and I went to Paris for my junior year, so we're split up for my best buddies. But I was like, that doesn't stop business though. I'm in the school, so I'm recruiting people over here, and they're recruiting people over there. Then Saturday night, Friday night, just go throw down.
Just grows the league, man. Makes your little fight league bigger.
Yeah,
you guys be in different schools, just recruiting more.
Yeah, I loved it.
So I'm gonna play your video here from your debut, your NLC debut, which I believe was your boxing debut as well. But then see, how do I'm an old man. I gotta figure out how to do this.
Good.
Let's see. There we go. All right, I'm going to play the start at the second round. This was when you fought Javante Myers back in November. So I got the volume down. You want to talk us through the round, what's going through your head, and just talk us through this second round of this fight.
I got you. A little light. Okay, there you go. On the second round, I felt way more comfortable than I was in the first one because this was a big change doing boxing in an MMA ring. I was about to start taking them down, because it's in the environment. But I felt real comfortable in the second round. You know, we do some big guy stuff, grappling and slinging each other around. You know, all that's about. But I was getting real. I was trying to stay real patient, pick out my shots good.
It was a nice uppercut.
Yeah.
I don't know that it landed, but man, that was
Oh no,
a
it
really good
landed.
technique.
I've watched it a couple of times before. I was like, did that land? It landed. And see, I was trying to track my opponent here, trying to cut him off, but he got away.
Yeah, you're doing a good job of cutting off the ring or cutting off the cage. That's
Yeah.
probably a lot of what's playing into him getting tired is like no matter where he goes, you're in his face.
Yeah, he had no time to breathe, no time to really sit down and come back to default form. And when he fell to the ground, like I already knew I had it in the bag. Like he couldn't keep up with the cardio, so I was like, from right here, I'm just gonna put more power into like. So he was gonna quit. A lot of my fights, they quit in the first round. So I really wanted to go all the rounds, but it didn't. He quit on the second one. So I didn't want to wail on him at the end, but I was already in the moment, and I thought he was a big enough dude to take it and keep going. Because I did a research about him. He was a youth boxing coach. So I was like, oh, he's a youth boxing coach. I was like, all right, so he's legit. You know, he's teaching little kids around. So I think he had a decent enough background, and he's athletic enough. See, right here, he just turtled up, and I just seen an opportunity to wail at him. He was turtling pretty good, but then I got to the cage, and I thought, all right, this is over. It's either he's going to drop or we're going to go to the second round.
Yeah.
And right there was a peak of my athleticism. Not peak of my athleticism, but I was in the mode. Couldn't wait to get out to round 3.
Then that's the end up there. He sits on the stool and he's done.
Yeah. I remember I was in the corner and I was like, oh, I'm ready. Got the water poured on my head, and he was like, oh, it's over. I'm like, what? Like, no way. Are you serious?
Come on, man. I'm just now really opening up here.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and how y'all did that whole thing, like the main event went first and the amateurs went last. So I was like, I'm waiting all day for this. We was like the third to the end of the third fight to the last one.
Yeah.
And it was like 12, 11, 30 o'clock already. So I was like, let's put on a show. The amount of people we got in here already.
Yeah. I believe we had 17 fights and you were like number 15 or 16 there.
Yeah.
Yeah. We that's something I do sometimes on a bigger card. I'm not doing it this weekend, but I do it sometimes. The reasoning is I hate getting to the main event and half the crowd's gone, or three-quarters of the crowd is gone. So the big fight, we have these big fights and nobody's there.
Right.
I'm not doing it this time because our main event is probably the biggest ticket seller on the card. So like I know people are going to still be in the house, and even the people from the other gyms, they're going to stick around to watch. So
right.
Like, you know what? Like, yeah,
it's pretty big.
Yeah, so we're gonna fight. We're gonna fight at the end. We're gonna put the main event at actually the last fight of the night.
Nice.
We'll try to rush. We'll try to rush through the card too. We got 19 fights on the card. 19 fights on the card, so it's gonna be a long night. But it's gonna be like wham bam. Thank you, man. We're just gonna keep going. Like
there's 19
raise this dude's hand. Start the next guy's music. We're going.
Holy shit, we got almost 20 fights. That's amazing.
Yeah, hoping to see some knockouts or some hoping we get a lot of first round finishes so that we can just keep going.
Right.
Get out of there because
I'd hope to go.
We get toward the end of the night. I'm like tired. I'm over here like falling asleep somewhere, and I'm like, all right, now we got to take the cage down and clean this place up.
Oh yeah, you got to do all of that. That's awful.
Yeah, got to get out. They want us out before midnight, but I don't know if we can do it or not.
Damn, before midnight?
Not with that. Yeah, not with that. Well, past midnight, I get charged extra. So,
damn, that's awful.
Yeah, I got the room 8 a.m. to midnight. That's my slot.
You think you'll get the ring up and running by 7, or you think like a little after 7?
No, we'll be probably have it up before noon.
Oh, yeah, because you got to do the BJJ matches on there too.
Yeah, we're starting that at 5. So this is our third time being in there. First two, I think the first time we got it up around like 1 or 1:30. The last time we did it, we had the ring built by like 11 or 11:30. So we're about 3 hours. We'll have it up and have everything ready to go. And then we chill out, eat lunch, whatever.
Yeah.
So we're
I don't want
ready.
To bad news, but I want to go the full 9 minutes for my guy. It'd be cool to get the first round finished, but also I want the experience of MMA match to go the full rounds. See how I can just to embrace the MMA. Just embrace it. I already know how to explain. I'm really excited for this because when I was young, we all did. All the kids we was talking about when I was a kid and all my buddies, we did like boxing, MMA. We was all just hooked on to Conor McGregor back then when we was kids. He was that star back then. And like today's the day, like or this Saturday's gonna be the day. 'Cause I've been looking forward for my MMA match for majority of my life. And I'm really gonna come out here and show what the world I got. And for a big guy for me, I'm a huge guy, but I move way a lot different. That the last fight was pretty iffy with y'all because I had my peoples watching on the pay-per-views and I was real nervous and I was driving almost 5 hours away, getting a hotel and all that, so my mind wasn't in the game. But this Saturday, it's home. I literally live 15 minutes up at Rupp. I got all the time. I got all the people, my friends to support me. I got all kinds of people going up there too, and it's just it. I think this is my book, and this is chapter 1 of my MMA experience. So
it's like the home opener.
Yeah,
home opener for the season.
Exactly.
Now you're a big guy. What 6'4", 6'5", about 240, 250?
I'm 6'3",
okay.
45.
So he is similar. He's 6'3" or 6'4". I don't remember. About 260. So probably about the same size as the last guy you fought. Last time you fought here. Similar size, similar build. Yeah, and but we saw his debut here just a month ago. April.
Yeah, when you contacted me, it was like that day of he just had his fight that night before.
Yeah. So now that you've seen his video, what'd you take from that? I know it was kickboxing. It was short, but what'd you take from it?
I seen he has a structure. Like he's a decent guy, but he also fought a guy. He fought someone that doesn't look like they know how to fight. He was some dude who came in there. He threw a 1-2 and kicked his left foot out like he was dancing, and he was very scared. So I'm not trying to downplay my opponent's abilities, but I'm trying to say he didn't fight no one that was really up to athleticism of that fight.
Yeah.
But now it's a different story. He was that first round. He took a knockout for that first round. A couple minutes.
Yeah. He dropped him with the first touch, and then
And it didn't even seem like a powerful touch neither. He had the hand stuck out, and he just crooked it in at the right time. So his opponent didn't look like he'd take a good punch. Yeah, and he just gave out right there and then. But today's a new story.
Yeah,
I can take a punch. I've been in boxing, MMA. I've been kicked. I'm there. So I'm just hoping that he's there too, and we're just gonna put on a show for that night.
Yeah, that guy he fought had a rough time. Both fights. His first fight was 5 seconds. He got beat by one punch, but he fought a guy named Bo Romine. Bo blasted him, and it was a solid shot. He got up, both eyes watered, bloody mess. Then he fights Antonio. I knew nothing about Antonio at all other than what I'd seen on his videos online. And same thing. It was like he gets hit twice, maybe 3 times, and bloody. Looks like broken nose, bloody mess.
I kept watching over and over. I'm like, man, he's got down. He can't get up. It's over with him.
So tell me about your training camp for this fight.
My training camp, it started whenever I talked to you about getting into MMAs. That's day one of okay, I need to change up my bit. I'm an excellent striker. I know that for sure, but I know for MMA, it's not all about striking. It's also about wrestling, Muay Thai, jiu-jitsu, all kinds of stuff. So I definitely need to get around, talk to people, get to know people, and pretty much be a sponge in the industry and just soak up all the knowledge that I can. And till the day comes, just use it perfectly as I practiced it. But it's been a very very good journey. I don't know how many months I talked to you whenever I said I'd get on MMA, probably 3-4 months ago. But I've been going to a lot of different gyms, some up in Berea, some in Louisville, some in Kentucky, or some in Lexington itself. Talk to coaches, talk to some bigger guys that are bigger than me, probably 6'4", almost 300 pounds. They're linemen from the linemen from UK. They're pretty good guys, but they're definitely bigger than me, and I definitely wanted to see where I'm at in the heavyweight industry because I know I'm not the biggest. I'm not the biggest guy. I'm 6'3". There's way more guys out there that are bigger than me, and I'm 245. There's definitely like Antonio's 260. So
Yeah.
I'm definitely a small guy of the heavyweight industry, but I'm definitely going to use that as my advantage. Even though I'm bigger, even though I'm big as I can be in the industry, I'm definitely going to be as fast as I can be because
Yeah.
for a lot of this for a lot of my training, even before I agreed to do the MMA match, is there's not a lot of heavyweights up here in Lexington. You know, you got to find the ones. You got to find heavyweights around. You got to get them here. All that. It's just too much. There's not a lot of heavyweights around. So I'm sparring people like BJ, people like Thomas, people who are like 180 and a little under. So I got to keep. Instead, I know, I just can't sit there and wail on them because a weight disadvantage or
Yeah.
a weight advantage. So I got to play their game and speed and reaction when it comes with striking. But it's been real good. I've trusted all the people that helped me out. I've listened to them, stayed extra hours with them, got excellent work with them, and they showed me a couple tricks. I accept. I was like, give it to me. I'll go train it right now. You show me 3 tricks, I'll go perfect it at the end of the week. You know, I'll be in my
Yeah.
gym. I'll be in my gym 5 hours a day, 4 hours a day, 6 hours a day, going late nights because my gym's just like 15 minutes down the road, so I can just run there
Yeah.
anytime I want to. But no, the a couple months have been very, very good, I would say. And
So
my coach thinks I'm going to do absolutely good, absolutely the best I can. Because he was at first he was like, "No, I don't want to put you in an MMA match if I don't think you're ready. So you're going to have to show me that you can get ready. Show me that you're going to put the effort into MMA because MMA is very dangerous. It's not like boxing. I know
yeah.
people say boxing is the dangerous sport, but getting kicked in your nose straight on doesn't feel nice neither, other than a 16-ounce punching bag or punching glove.
Yeah.
But I've loved it. I've loved all this training that I'm getting. I definitely knew that. I knew that in boxing and getting leveling up in boxing, that MMA was definitely going to be the route. I just have to pick my certain style. Like, I'm not, Khabib, he's a wrestler. Conor McGregor, striker. John Jones is kind of more balanced.
Hmm.
But definitely this one, I'm definitely a striker. But I'm definitely trying to get like balance. I don't want to be weak in my
Yeah.
areas.
Yeah. And if you're weak in the ground, you gotta get really good at not going to the ground. If
Exactly.
you're weak standing up, get really good at takedowns.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And for Antonio, I don't know a lot about you know all of his background. He said he's done some jujitsu when he lived in Virginia, a little bit of Muay Thai, and now he's training on his own in West Virginia. Which, I mean, that's typical for West Virginia, and I'm sure Brennan could tell you that. Like, not everywhere in West Virginia has a gym, so I mean, there's a lot of
Yeah.
diamonds in the rough, man. There's like I was one of them. Like, we didn't have an MMA gym. There was a karate dojo in our town. It's not exactly what you need for MMA, but we
Yeah.
we
I
made do.
visited. I
So
visited West
there's a
Virginia a
lot
couple
of towns
times.
with a lot of good fighters, and they train out of their own garage. So
Yeah, that's what
and
I was
that's
telling
Antonio right now. He
you.
turned his living room into a gym. So
Yeah,
it's like it's just all MMA stuff in his gym. So he's putting in the work.
yeah. No, yeah, I definitely went to West Virginia a couple times. Everywhere's really spaced out, a lot of mountains, so I can definitely understand that. Like, it'd be hard to find a gym up there and it to be
Yeah,
known because it's not a city town. They have like
yeah.
little towns here and there, but it's nothing major. So that
A
does,
lot of the gyms just have trouble paying the bills. They just not enough people training. So if you got 5 people training, you're not bringing in enough money just to keep the power on. So they end up closing down. And that's the story with a lot of the gyms there.
yeah.
So
But that's how Street View's kind of got up there because they just do it outside and they just
yeah,
invite everybody. You don't need nothing. Just
right.
2 dudes in there and just squall it out. That's why I like West Virginia a lot. They're not really technical fighters, but they're definitely are brawlers. They'll definitely get in
Yeah,
there and throw haymakers and all kinds of shit. Oh,
and they'll fight anybody. They don't care.
yeah, they'll fight.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm from there. That's how we are, man. It's a challenge. A lot of them they want to prove themselves because a lot of them they don't get that respect that these bigger gyms have. So they're like they want to prove that they can hang. So
yeah, and they definitely can.
that
And if one of those
then
people get into the right hands of the right coaches, they can be dangerous.
Yeah, there's a few of them there that I know that, and I tell them, I'm like, man, you could be really good. You need to leave. You need to
Yeah,
go
so
somewhere
yeah,
else.
vision to go.
You need to leave and find a place to do this full time.
There's a saying I always like to go by. It's like, if you're the best in the room, you're in the wrong room.
Yeah,
The whole goal is not to be the best and best at your gym and like I'm top here and everyone else is below. Then you're just plateauing. You're just staying at that one level. There's no one else coming in that can
yeah,
actually give you a challenge or help you improve on your skills.
right.
I encourage people to get out there and go to different gyms and just get a whole experience of it. There's so much experience out there,
Yeah,
and
cross
with
training
time,
is important. Yeah,
it really
as
is.
long as you don't do it so much that there's just nobody to fight because you train with everybody.
Yeah,
Now that's a problem. But
yeah.
yeah,
At my gym, I just find people to spar with me because I'm the biggest dude at my gym, and
yeah.
I hit a little pretty hard, but I love to spar. I know a lot of
What's
people spar me.
what's it like being around the gym with Brendan Kelly all the time?
It's good, man. I like his he's definitely like one of the role models in there because like he's living the dream of what we're all trying to
Yeah,
do in there. Because a lot of people in there, they like to box, but they don't want to be a boxer. On a case
yeah.
like me, I want to get out there, and he's definitely a good example of putting your social media out there, getting known, knowing people, connections. He's definitely a role model in that case, and I listen to him all the time whenever he talks about it. And yeah, it's just real good to have him around, because we're in his gym. We see all his belts, all his stuff he achieved, and just that right there is like this man's legit. We
Yeah.
It's something to learn too. It's something to learn from him and really take what his words are. Just take it to heart and take it to use for your own road to walk on.
He's had a very unique way of climbing in the sport. Definitely, it's not the traditional route. The whole celebrity boxing route it's new. Um, I guess Jake Paul's really like the peak of that, but like
Yeah,
Brennan's on his climb,
but I
and
can say
then
that
and he's
Brennan's
leading by
definitely.
example. Yeah, and show it. And he wants you guys to come up behind him. I mean, even if it's not the same route,
Yeah,
he's there to support you guys and guide you the best
yeah,
he can. And
he
he
definitely
actually
is.
he loves everybody there, so he wants them to succeed.
Oh, for sure. Because that last fight that I fought with y'all, I rode with him. Like I rode with him with the 4 hours, and I stayed in his hotel. I didn't have to pay for anything except for gas. But
Yeah,
just right there is like he definitely wants you. He definitely wanted me to see how he does his business and how he gets out there and what he does. It was definitely that fight was definitely a good day to really soaking in and like, okay, this is what I'm gonna have to do to get where he's at. And because he always tell me he's living his dream, he's living it right
yep,
here. And I'm like, you're definitely right about that. So I definitely need to take some notes about that and just doing it the right way
yep,
too.
yeah. I like one thing I like about Brennan. It doesn't matter if he's fighting in his town, somebody else's town, whatever. Like he's gonna engage with the crowd, whether he's the good guy or the bad guy. I
Yeah,
mean, he'll go into a hostile town and they'll cheer him on like he's one of their own. Or that time you were there, that whole place hated him. I was worried
yeah,
about him walking from the cage to the back because
yeah. I
it
don't
was
know why
like,
they hate him. I thought they're gonna
and
love
then
him.
yeah, I did. Well, he was fighting a guy from like right there, a guy that lived 5 minutes
Mm.
away, and but when they started booing, dude, he hyped him up even more.
Yeah, he made a
He
little
had
speech
that,
like, all y'all are booing right now because y'all don't fucking know me, and you knew him, and he's on the ground right now dead. I was like, I was far away. I was like, hey, you got the point. I was like, you can't be mad at that. He has the mic right now.
yeah. He went down to Baileysville the first time he fought for me, and it was a tournament. In the championship fight, he fought Philip Fox, and Philip was still in high school at the time. Went to high school there, and like just a few miles from where he lives. Half the place was there for Philip, and Brennan beats Philip in the championship. But it's like they had a mutual respect, man. Like, and now Brennan's like they consider Brennan one of their own there. He's
Mm.
welcome to go there and train at all their gyms with Philip, all of them. Everybody in the place was wanting to get a picture with him. So it was like, yeah, he comes in and beats the hometown hero, and then like it's still cool. They all love him, and
Yeah,
I'd say any of them who have social media, they're all a follower now, and and that's a big thing, about his climb is like the whole celebrity thing. So he's like got followers across everything, and everybody know whether they like him or not. They're like tuning in to see what he does.
Yeah, if you don't like him or not, it doesn't matter. You're still watching him at the end of the day. Like you're still paying to get in there to watch him fight your guy. Yeah, he definitely is a smart man when it comes to social media route, because he does get followers and he does get views.
Yep. I believe we've covered everything I have, man. You got anything you want to say to your friends, your followers, teammates, anybody else who's still going to be watching this 27 minutes in?
It was 27 minutes? Nice.
Yeah.
That was a good little podcast. I just want to shout out to my gym, the Thrive Tribe Boxing. Those are my family there. And just my hometown buddies from Paris, KY, all my brothers from them. If I never had them, I would never be in this way I am right now. Because back then I was like, I'm not good with math, I'm not good with writing, but I am good at kicking someone's ass. So I was like, I'm definitely going to take this route. I can't be in a cubicle. No offense, no one's cubicle, but like, this is just me.
Yeah, I'm in a cubicle 8 to 5, man.
Like I'll be on there like, if I had a computer, I'm over here just typing one finger at a time. I'm not good at that.
Gotta work. That's me, man. A little office job, and they're wishing I'd rather be punching somebody in the face full time. All right, yeah. Shout out Becca and BJ, man. Love those people there, and looking forward. We're trying to get Becca a fight for us. I've been talking to her about a couple different names, so we're trying to get something set up coming up. Probably August, hopefully.
Because it'll be the first time watching her fight ever since I've been there. Because when I went there, it's been a minute because she's definitely recovering. But I'm definitely hyped to see her fight again.
Yeah, she's legit, man.
She's a lot of my training, and she's definitely skilled.
Yeah. I've seen her spar down there, and she jumps in with the guys, and then they go at it with her. So she gets in there and throws down, man. So looking forward to seeing what Becca can do. Really hoping to see BJ back in the ring at some point. I don't know that he wants to do it, but he's still got it. I don't care what he says. He's still got it. He's got it.
He says he does not. This man got it.
He knows he's got it. He just don't. BJ doesn't like to brag.
No, he's definitely humble, but at some point, like, you need to brag a little bit. Like, I'm definitely that guy. I'm definitely.
We'll brag for him. BJ can be anybody around here. I'll brag for him. BJ's the man.
This podcast, he'll get back into it.
All right, man. Well, Chaz, thanks for coming on, man. Look forward to seeing you this weekend. Everybody, Saturday night, Central Bank Center, Lexington, Kentucky. It's you don't know where it's at. It's the same building as Rupp Arena, where the UK Wildcats played their home basketball games. Massive place downtown.
Know about it, man.
Come down, watch this guy throw down this weekend. Buy your tickets, cagefighting.com. Make sure to check his name at checkout so he gets credit for the sales. You can get tickets at the door if you don't buy online. Pay-per-view is going to be on our YouTube page. And that's it. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Yeah.